Good afternoon, Adam here at Board at Home. In today's Jump In Let's Play we are taking a look at Mandala Stones. This beautiful strategy game in which you're trying to score points on your victory track here and ultimately end up with the most points at the end of the game. We do that by moving these artists around, these chaps here, and these have two different types of image on them, patterns. And these allow us to collect stones of the appropriate pattern and place them along here in our spaces here, and then we then use these to be able to score. Once we've scored, they go on here, and then once we've got to the player count, so we've got 2, 3 and 4, then the game ends as long as everyone's had even turns. So let's jump in, give it a go. We'll go through a few plays so you get an idea of the movement of the artists and how you score. A little bit before we continue, we do have a handy player card, so this will tell you your actions, so pick or score. Now the scoring is very interesting, this one, and I will point out that on here where it says choose 2 or more colours from your boards with the same colour on top, pick the top stone from each selected tower and score VP according to the rules of that tower. Just to let you know that in the actual rules of the book, it does state that you pick a colour that's on at least 2 of your towers, but if you had 4 towers with, say, purple on top, you actually need to then score all 4 of those towers. So do bear that in mind, because this doesn't say that on the player aid, but it says it in the rule book. And then we have some secret objectives as well. The likelihood is that you're not going to be scoring both of these. You might do if you're very lucky, but a lot of these do kind of like contradict each other. So obviously we can't end up with 1 stone and at least 3 blue stones. So the likelihood is we're going to be choosing one of those at the end of the game, if we get either of them at all. Right, so let's start with the player directly in front of us, and then we will alternate. So first up, when we're moving our artist, he can only move into an empty space on the board, so we can move to any empty space here. But if he moves into a space here, for example, you can't take, if the pattern matched, you can't take a Mandala stone if there's an artist in the adjacent space. So first up we will go here, and now what we do is we get to pick all the stones on the top that match our pattern on this artist. We do this in a clockwise fashion, starting from any stone, so this means that you can place them in any way that you like. So for example, we're going to place that one first, then that one, then that one. So we've now got these, and these will go somewhere on our board. So we're going to put them here. So now we put these here, we can't actually add to this tower until this space is empty again. If all 5 of our spaces are empty, then we have no choice but to score. We can't pick because we don't have empty spaces to put towers. So it's this player here, and he will go here. So we can't take this piece because we have an artist here, but you can go for the others. So that's what he's going to do. He's got those there, and he's going to place his here as well. Right, okay, what do we want to do? Let's go here. So we can't take this one anyway, because 1, there's an artist there, but 2, we couldn't take it because it's not our pattern, but we can take these 3 here. So if we go 1, 2, 3, then we decide where we want to put that. We'll put that here. When we go to score, I will explain these to you when we decide to score. So this player here, he is going to move over here. He's going to take 1, 2, 3. and these are going to go here. We will move here. We will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will put ours there. So it's a tower of 4 we've got on that one. This player will go here and he will take those 2. He's going to place that there. And then we will go here. We will take those 2 and we will place that there. So we've only got one space now where we can put towers. So if we want to, we can do that for our next turn, or we can start scoring. So over to this player here. They will move to there. And they will take 1, 2, 3. And they're going to put theirs in here, actually. Right, so over to our turn. So we're actually going to score for ours. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of the colours that we've got at least 2 of, which is just the red one. And then we're going to remove the top ones and score those accordingly. So this one here allows us to score for a variety of different heights that we have in our player board, so going from 0 upwards. So we have got 1, 2, 3 heights there, so that would score us 3 points. And then this one here we're going to remove. That's going to score us 4 points because it was the 3rd one up. And then these will go onto the mandala board here to start off the pattern. So we scored ourselves 7 points in total. We go up to 7 points on there. Now next turn, if we decided to, we could again score on these 2 because we have the 2 purple. Alternatively, we could take the top one off each to score 1 point per stone and then place them on here. So over to this player. They're going to go here. They're going to take those 2. So next turn, our second player will have to score on this. So for us, we're going to go here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. And that will go there. And again for us, we are now going to have to score for our next turn. So second player, they will score 2 points off this. They're going to choose yellow to score. So they're going to score 2 points off of this one. This one here allows them to score 4 points because they've got 3 in a row. So that is 6 points in total there. And then this one scores them 1 for each colour plus 1. So they've got 3 colours in this. So they're going to score 4 points. So that is 10 points in total. And then these go onto here. 1, 2, 3. We've covered a plus 1 there, so they get an extra bonus point. So for their next turn, they will still need to score because they don't have any empty spaces now within their player boards. So round to us, they said we will need to score this turn. So we're going to choose purple. So we're going to take this one off. That's going to score us 1, 2, 3 because we have 3 various heights. We're going to take this one off. That's going to score us 6 because that was at the top of this tower. So we're on 9 points. And then this one here, we're going to remove. And that's going to score us 4 points, 1 for each colour plus 1. So we have got ourselves 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 points. And then we get plus 2 there, so 15 points in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points there. Right, so player 2, they will have to score, but what they're going to do is they can use the alternative scoring method. So we'll just show you that on here. Choose any number of towers, pick the top stone, scoring 1 victory point per stone. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, sometimes it allows you to free up a space quicker, because ordinarily we would not be able to pick this to score for the tower. And it also allows us then, if we were to, depending on the number that we were to choose, allows us to get more victory points along here. So that's what they're going to do. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points there. And then when these go on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points there. So we actually covered a 2 and a 1. So we get another 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So that's not too bad a round all told for the second player there. So back to us. We are going to score on our purple. So we're going to score on that one, which will score us 1, 2, 3 points. And this one here, which is going to score us 4 points. That's 7 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we place those on here. We get +2 from that one. 1, 2. Okay. And then basically the game keeps going on like that until, for our 2-player game, we circle round until we hit this square. Once we hit this square, depending on who got there first, if it was me as the first player, then the other player would get a second turn, just to make sure everyone had even turns. If it was the second player that got there, then the game will end once they've finished their go. We would then take a look at our victory points, so depending on what we have. So for example, if we were to be at the end game state as we are, we could score this one because we have more blue stones than any other player. They don't have any, so we would score that 7 points. And then if we just take a look here, they wouldn't score anything if this was the end game based on what they've got at the moment. But that is the basics of the game. It's, at its essence, is a strategy game, but the scoring is sort of, I feel, perhaps where the most confusion comes into it, because it's quite an in-depth scoring system, but once you get the hang of it, it is sort of second nature to you. But it's a very simple, very elegant game at its core, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone. Pop down to the shop, pay a couple of quid, and enjoy an afternoon of Mandala Stones. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about this at all, or of course anything else that we do in the shop, please don't hesitate to comment below, message us via social media, call 01843 316 281, or pop into the shop. That's all for today, guys. We'll see you in the boardroom.